He's fluent in Te Reo, a good haka man, active at his marae and Ngāti Pūkeko hard. Genesis Te Kuru White is studying for a double major at Waikato University. His father was one of 2 national Black Power leaders.
He was a hard man, but with that hardness came a lot of good things. He was from that era, from the 70s and all the killings and all that sort of stuff. He was from that line.
And then and then something switched him.
The last time he went to jail, he was told by one of his uncles that he was going to be very, very instrumental in the coming together of the Black Power and the Mongol mob.
Okay.
He told him that in 1986.
Yeah.
And my father was sitting in Perry going, huh? And he couldn't see what his uncle could see. So he met my mum. It was around 1992 where our people were in a place that was not very good. So they called a hui and they came together. And the kaupapa of this hui was, where to from now? All our people are running away. The way is too hard. So every rangatira who was sitting at that table in that hui, again, had the opportunity to share, to feed into the conversation. Anyway, my father saved himself for last. And when it finally come to his turn, he stood up and he goes, let's try something that belongs to us, but we've never gone there before. And they all went, what's that? And he goes, Ataha Māori.
Yeah.
Ataha Māori. And they looked at him and went, hey, it was, as you can imagine, back in that time, in that generation, the world society, rape, pillage and plunder. We're not getting off a whakaro of that time. So for my papa was about, okay, we're in this situation, what are we going to do? He said, well, I'm going to commit myself, my wahine and my whānau to go and seek the knowledge and we're going to bring it back. 30 years later, it's come back. Full circle. So part of that journey, that learning was learning who he was as a Māori, as a Tangata Whenua.
How do you see yourself?
I see myself as a Tangata Whenua, a Māori. I don't identify as a gang member, nor do I participate in those things. So my role within Black Power movement, ki whakatane, is to ensure that the platform is there so that our people have the ability or have the opportunity to be able to nurture and develop themselves.
How do you do that?
By leading by example.
So the conversation out there in the media and in political circles is about gangs. And all gangs are bad.
Are we?
That's what I'm asking you. You can clarify.
There's a saying back home where I grew up in Poroporo, and it goes like this: Ako te reo kōrero o Pūkeko, ara ko tana taiaha. Actions speak louder than words. And now we are at that point where we've actually opened up our own kura.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Gee, that's neat.
Like you said, it's wānanga.
Oh,
all our
yeah.
Nani, koro, uncles, te kato, te whānau kato.
Do you have children yourself?
Yep, 12, 11 and 3.
What's your vision for your kids?
Was to first and foremost understand, no here, no way, no way.
Do you ever feel discriminated against by our own people?
I don't feel it, but I see it.
And you've got your tattoos on your face. How do people respond?
Whenever I meet people, I can see it on their face, but I guess as they get to understand who they're looking at, that who it changes.
So people have a certain perception of Black Power.
Yep.
Now, do you have a job?
Yep. Majority of us are all employed. We're all either sitting in the social sector or builders, carpenters, and all that sort of stuff.
Handy people.
Yeah.
And not all running around.
Nah.
Do people still wear patches?
Yeah. I'm only speaking for Black Power movement whakatane as far as the patch is concerned. Again, I go back to my papa, and he told us that he saw the patch being used for ceremonial purpose only. Yeah.
Do you go to your marae and all that?
Yeah. Go there and mow the lawns and dry the dishes and cook the kai. Absolutely, we're very, very heavily involved in our marae. Those issues that happen when patch members are coming to their marae and there's their thing there, that's why we don't have that, because we're very much a part of the fabric of all our marae you take back home.